Hi, Pat O'Neill, physician assistant, and what we're going to talk a little bit about today, we're going to do a product review on the Emergency Bandage. It comes in two different sizes. This is also known as the Israeli Bandage, but with the advent of the wars in Iraq and Afghanistan, it was kind of hard to get our Arab allies to use a product called the Israeli Bandage, so they switched names and they changed it to the Emergency Bandage. So this is what every soldier, Marine, sailor, airman has in their individual first aid kit. And as far as I'm concerned, that's all the data I need that tells me this is a great product. So let me kind of back up a little bit, and we're going to show you what we used to do previously. Previously, if I needed to put a pressure bandage on, first thing I would do is I would slap just a regular old field dressing, 4x7 field dressing on here, which was an absolutely worthless bandage, had no compression to it, and it just would absolutely not provide any compression. All it did was kind of lay over the top of the wound and absorb about 250 mLs of blood before it started dripping, and then I would know, oh gee, I've lost about 250 mLs of blood. I need to reinforce this with a pressure bandage. Then we would slap some gauze on top of it, either rolled gauze or 4x4 squares or whatever, and then use an ACE wrap to provide compression. We don't have to do that now. Everything comes in one nice little package. So like I said, I have two different sizes. This one is the one we tend to use for most extremities. I saved the big ones for abdominal bandages, but they're basically the same exact product. Now, when I get these, I like to put a little tab on the ends. Go ahead and zoom in here just a little bit, and you'll see that, you know, it says tear here, and it has a little cutout. Well, in the heat of the moment, at night, you've got gloves on, you're sweating, it might be a little bit difficult to get this. So I like to put a little pull tab assist on here. It's nice and white, it's regular tape, so when I pull this out of my bag or my glove compartment or whatever, it's very easily seen. Now the other thing I want to point out on the package is it's idiot proof. It has pictures and words, it tells you how to put this thing on. It's a lot better if you actually study this ahead of time and not at the moment of crisis, but still, it's got it on there. It's kind of hard to mess this up, in other words. So I take this, I pull my pull tab, open it up just like that, and I've got this beautiful little package, and there's another little pull tab here. I pull it like that, and I'm in. Now, as I open this up, what I have is a sterile bandage. Now, in the military, we consider all war wounds contaminated, but this might not be a war wound. This might be something, you know, a kid was working out in the yard and cut himself with a blade or whatever. It's always a good idea to put the sterile dressing next to the wound. Then I have this beautiful long elastic tail. This is the beautiful part of this bandage, and I have a tension bar here that's going to apply even more pressure on top of the wound. And we're going to show you how we apply this thing. So it doesn't matter. You don't have to put it, you know, with the words like this. You can put it upside down. As long as you can get it through, this thing is going to work for you. So what we're going to do, let's say I've got the wound right here. I'm going to put the pressure bar right on top, just like that. And I'm going to wrap it. And I'm going to come around with a fair amount of force, and I'm going to hold this on the underside with my fingers like that. Then I'm going to take this wrap and I'm going to run it through the pressure bar just like that. And it's that easy. This is not difficult to do. I'm going to put a little bit of tension on it, and I'm going to wrap it over. That puts a lot of pressure right on top of the wound, okay? And then we just start wrapping. Now, this elastic bandage, if you wrap forcefully, you can actually turn this into a tourniquet. So be very careful. You know, you want just enough pressure to stop the bleeding, but without turning this into a tourniquet. So I'm actually putting, you know, what I would consider about a medium amount of pressure on here. until we get to the end of the tail, and then I'm going to show you we have a fastening bar here. Now this is super easy. I'm just going to back up just a little bit to show you how we apply this. All I have to do is find a chunk of bandage, run this through one side just like that, find another chunk of bandage, run it through just like that, and we're fastened. It is that simple. This is so much better than using the old 4x7 gauze and then waiting to see if it's actually going to work and then applying a pressure bandage on top of that. I have everything right here. I have a nice gauze pad that's going to help soak up some of that blood, try and help coagulate the wound a little bit, and I have this elastic gauze with a pressure bar that's going to help apply a lot of pressure directly over the wound. So in my mind, every first aid kit should have a couple of these things. I have them in different sizes in my aid bag. I have them in my vehicle. If you need any sort of a bandage, you've got to have one of these emergency bandages, and you can purchase this in a lot of different places. They're fairly easy to find online, and you're going to see these in the videos that we're going to be showing for some of our bandaging classes. So again, highly recommend this product. Any questions, please shoot me an email. I'll be more than happy to answer it. Thanks for watching.